Yeah, big welcome to you, my dear Aries. And of course, a big welcome to all the other zodiac signs that felt like looking into this reading, because sometimes we need help, sometimes we need inspiration, sometimes we want to understand what's happening up in the sky. And up in the sky, the sun has moved into Pisces, and Pisces is the moon. Pisces are our feet. Pisces is that action that says, I want to explore this world. I want to get out of the water. I want to come out. And so here I have fish pose. I have down dog, which is the wolf, and up dog, which is then the dog. Here's the old card. Here is the lobster coming out of the water. Here's the wolf. Here is the dog. The two towers of duality passing through to the moon or the sun, as we can see behind the moon. So very mysterious what's happening here. And the sun being in the moon, it's strange for the sun, because the sun is a star. The sun is the connection for us to awaken and to highlight everything. And now it's in the dark. Now, in a way, it's moving around the earth, and the sun doesn't know that. The sun is the center of our solar system. You are then the meditation. You are the emperor, the number 4. You are looking deep within, and for sure the meditation is the only way to really access that powerful brain of yours, that powerful aspect of yours. So the moon is in this sign and is highlighting the waxing moon, because we just had a new moon and now it's getting full again. And here you sit on your throne, and here you should look deep within to realize what's going on. Now this is the divine love, and this is action. And I always think of the ego and the subconscious, or the intuition, right? Sun, the ego, and of course moon, but it's reverse. This is usually the intuition and the subconscious, and this is usually the ego. So there is a reverse happening, and for me it's almost like, what action do I take to get a divine love, and how does the divine love affect my actions? You see what's happening here. Now, the court card for you is the Queen of Wands. And if your birthday is between March 12th and April 9th, this is your court card in my reading. Here you sit, the Queen of Wands, half fire, half water, because all queens are connected with the element water. You are cardinal. You begin the spring. You begin the growth cycle. You actively are participating in the growth. And the sun is with this energy, of course, looking into that new growth cycle, because it's ending the winter and it can adapt to this card. Okay, so this is your court card. Now I picked 2 cards from the Medicine Woman, going backwards, going into your past. And when I look into your past, in the last reading you had, your healing hands know how to use the creative elements of fire and water. And to heal means to shine from within. So it's all about healing. And you have done some healing, because you have here the 5 of Cups, which is speaking about an understanding, and particularly in this deck, it's very beautiful. I mean, I read you the meaning of these cards, and the prayer says, I accept now the courage to go forth, offering myself to the world. I know that through my very presentation I will be changed, and I trust that this change will be for my greatest good. I am in tune with the source of all love, and I know that no love given is truly lost, for it is infinitely replaced by the great keeper and giver of love to all. I trust, Great Spirit, that in all giving that flows forth from my own being, you are the true receiver. I now allow the gifts which you have filled me to travel outward to the world. I mean, how beautiful is that? And then comes the sun. The sun is the rebirth, is the child, it's the sun, the center. So the sun in the moon is speaking very profound through the subconscious. Your ego is finally looking very, very deep, and you don't really like to look very, very deep. You like to be in your head. You don't like to go down into your feet, but you are invited to look very, very deep, because the sun is here and the sun is in the moon, is in Pisces. And this is Mars in Scorpio, and it's saying Mars is your planet. I mean, this is the bizarre landscape behind here is Mars. So Mars in Scorpio, Scorpio the death, the letting go, of complete letting go. And then I thought, okay, I need to look a little bit further back. What happened? And then in Aleister Crowley comes the universe. And the universe is the major arcana, the last arcana of number 21, which is a 3. And that's also connected to the Empress. And the Empress is the female aspect to the Emperor. And so something very profound is happening here to you, really. I mean, you looking at this, you looking back at this. And I actually should bring the cards like this, not forward, sorry. It's this, sometimes it's really like disturbing me a little bit, because I mean, I need to look at it like this, because when I see it in the picture, I'm like, oh, okay. So you've come from a place of complete ending, which is a universal ending. And then the sun is speaking to you, a rebirth. And then you here standing and offering with a pure heart to this person that is leaving, saying, yes, it's good that this is ending. I mean, really, this is good that it is ending. So here you stand and you are offering your cup of love, and now you're able to look forward into the future. You're able to look forward and you say, okay, now what is happening into the future? And into the future you have this card from the Creativity Oracle. You're getting up and you start spinning. You're getting up and you start moving. And it's called time. Time can be seen to be both linear and a spiral. Circle back to explore concepts from the past and create the future. Now, time, the number 6, or the 51, which is done as 6. 2022 is a 6, so this year is profoundly shifting you, profoundly making you look deeper within this 5 of Cups, because you're getting another 5 of Cups from another deck. So you are explore concepts from the past and create the future. but now you have healed. You have healed, and we're going to read what this deck says about the Five of Cups. It's the Muse, the Five of Emotions. And the Five of Emotions is saying processing sadness or grief, loss, getting stuck in a negative pattern or emotion, not seeing the way out, crying over spilled milk, learned helplessness, becoming enamored of the shadow, a time to find new hope. So for me it's the shadow, and of course a time to find new hope. For me it's the shadow work that you have now incorporated by traveling back in time, because time is linear, but time is actually circular, and so this is coming back again. And it's hitting you, and it's making you realize you are growing through this empowered movement that you're doing here, this letting go of a person maybe. Because, I mean, here is a person and here isn't. And now here you are facing forward, and you're holding the planet in your hands, and you are looking up, and you're allowing the water to come through you. It's a different energy, you see that? And it's the future. Here's the past, here's the future. So you have learned something from this sadness. You have learned a great deal, because you offered the cup and you let go, and now it's become a real strength, because then you have a look back again into this. You're looking back from the future, you're looking back, because that's what this is doing. Time travel. You travel in time. You're going in spirals. You're going back and you're going forward. You're going into all directions. You're seeing that within your third eye. You can see in all directions. When you meditate, you start realizing what's really going on. And so a clear thought is coming to you. A clear thought is making you realize what's happening here. That you are overcoming, that you are doing the shadow work, that you are growing up, that you are becoming stronger through this realization. Because then comes the Six of Pentacles, which is the moon in Taurus, and the moon in Taurus is tomorrow. And tomorrow maybe this reading is going to tell you what you're going to do, how you're going to share this knowledge, this wisdom, this clear thought that is coming when you look at this new perspective of the Five of Cups. You see how beautiful this is? This is really powerful, because you have really understood something here in these two cards. A very profound lecture, a situation that has really brought you to a powerful place, and now you're incorporating it, you're looking back, you're getting a highlight, you're getting an understanding, a deep understanding, and now you can move forward. You can move forward because you see it's kind of the same hair color, and you can give and share and receive again. Also on a financial level, you can even, what you have realized here, even this time travel situation, you can share this with others, and you are maybe even able to make money out of it, out of this knowledge of these Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a deep sorrow, sadness that you are not realizing, because it's two cups that are still standing and three half spilled. And I think you have incorporated that, you have realized that, and you, when you look back, you realize, okay, yeah, it's okay. Now, the next card that is coming is the turtle. The turtle is a very sweet animal. It's a water animal. And the turtle says, ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. So you're trusting your perspective. that you're looking back at this. You're trusting this. You know your soul needed this. You know that your soul had to overcome something, and so here you stand and you're like sharing this from a very deep perspective, because when in balance, it's peaceful, it's adventurous, and it's productive. And this again is productive. This is again sharing. And then comes this one, the spark, the creativity. Again, like the Ace of Voices, a very strong, powerful, godly energy of a thought into an idea, a creativity that is now being acted upon, because you act upon that. You are that witch. You are a witch. Most people call you a witch because you have the little cat here and the wand, and you are spinning and you are learning your craft further and deeper because of the healing hands, because of the last reading. You are pushing yourself through things that no one can handle, but you can handle because you water and fire. And you have water and fire. You get that spark. The deeper you go in the water, the deeper you understand this sorrow, this deep sorrow, the more you start realizing what the highest thought can be, so that you can move forward with it, so you can share it, so you can be this beautiful soul worker, grounded and trusting and at home in the self. You arriving at home in the self. And then comes the Knight of Wands, which is a Sagittarius. But look at the 4 wands standing here. The number 4 is your number. So you have the Queen of Wands, and you have the Knight of Wands. So you are incorporating now the adventurous energy of the turtle, being grounded and saying, okay, I want to go out, I want to be adventurous, I want to enjoy myself, I want to act upon this creative idea. And your healing hands are playing the music, are playing the drum. And look at the horse, it's wild. You are again going out there and wanting to be wild. Then comes another fire sign, which is Leo. And Leo is the 5th zodiac sign, and here is the number 5. So who knows, maybe there is a Leo in your life that you let go of. A Leo that you let go of because Leo is connected with the sun. You see what's happening here? You maybe let go of a Leo. You said, okay, the sun spoke maybe back then when the sun was in Leo. You let go. You really let go. And Leo is here. And again, these are the 3 zodiac signs, fire zodiac signs with the spark. This is an Aries, this is a Sagittarius, this is a Leo. Look how powerful. This is the trio. This is the number 3. This is maybe the 3 of the universe. This is something that's profoundly speaking to you. Okay? So then, here the number 8, the Leo, the infinite learning process, the infinite loop, is then speaking to this 8, which is the 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords is Jupiter in Gemini. And the 8 of Swords is that I don't trust that I can be this powerful being. I don't trust that I am this guardian angel. But you've got the strength, you've got that creative spark, you got that sexual spark, you got the movement, and now you got that, like, okay, you becoming that wild animal. You are incorporating that sadness of the 5 Twice the 5 is a 10. And the 10 is the sun. And the sun is in Pisces, in your subconscious, in your intuition. You see, this is strong reading. Now you have a 6 here, and you have a 6 here, another portal, 6-6 portal. And you have a 5-5 portal. And if I take this, the 5 zodiac sign, so we have 3 times 5, 5, 5 portal. Then there is a 5 in here in the 51. And of course then there is the upper world which is speaking to you. There is a 59, a 9 in the completion. There is a completion of this sadness, of this 5, of this looking back, of this using the time travel, using the concepts of the past and create the future, knowing that 3 fire signs are with you, the universe is with you, and knowing the 10, the sun with the Leo. I mean, and twice the 5 is a 10. And through that, you get now the upper world speaking to you and saying, get up, stand up, you are powerful. You are not weak. You are not this little, you're not in a cage. Look up. I want you to look up. I want you to look up into the universe, because you have had that help, and now you get help, and it's saying, look up. Look up. You get the strength, that infinite loop. And I'm going to read you from Alberto Villoldo, the 59. And for me, there is a huge message as well. I mean, I don't acknowledge my size yet. I'm a very tall woman. And here she sits in this little cage, and I feel this is a message from me as well. So, the essence, angels. Yeah, the angels. Angels. Divine helpers. The turtle, right? The ancient ones. They're here, the sun, the ancient ones, the universe. And all varieties of luminous beings populate the upper world. It is the place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become. Discover your great potentials and undreamt of possibilities. It is also the place where the spirits of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light. Now, the invitation. The upper world is calling you to step into your fully realized self. Clear distractions so that you can move into a higher destiny. Do not fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. What you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the great leap. Remember, you cannot cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small jumps. That's it. You are asked to empower yourself. You are asked to step up. You are asked from the universe back then already to call upon what is happening. Maybe when the sun was in Leo in August, and you are called to awaken. You are called to look at your emotions. You're called to give these emotions so you can let go. Then you are called to explore time, because both linear and spiral, you can circle back to explore concepts, and you go and create the future. So you are here to create the future. You are here to create the future. And this is the future, a strength, and you found strength. a newfound strength that is saying, wake up. You use your healing hands, you are a healer, you are empowered, and the message is very strong and very clear. Wake up and don't be just a small version of you. You are now a big version of you. You have worked on yourself and you have time traveled. You have used the power of the ancient soul that you are and creating the spark to create a new energy, and looking back to the sadness, to the 5 of emotions, and now knowing that you can really teach that. You're teaching that to others, because that's what ancient souls do. They don't just sit and do nothing, they teach. Maybe you do a drum circle, maybe you give others the permission as well now to realize that they can use whatever they have learned in their past, because I mean, this is the 5th zodiac sign, so maybe it was a Leo. Maybe there was a Leo that was hurting you with the 5. It's a 5th sign, and the sun is here back then, and the 5 of cups. So the 5, there is something with this 5th zodiac sign. And you are realizing now finally that something from the past doesn't have to be repeated. You are shifting, you are changing, you are awakening. You are that powerful ancient soul. Come out of your shell and share your message. I hope I see you in the next reading, because the sun is going into Aries in the next reading. Maybe I see you in the next reading that is the moon in Taurus, because you want to know how you financially come into that infinite 8, that infinite giving and taking, the 8 of the Leo, that strength, and give and take, and learn that. And so in the next reading, if you don't want to see that, of course, then you have here the sun going into Aries, and we will see and explore what's happening there to you. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.